Ladies and gentlemen, the GTA Online dry season is potentially officially over, with the first details for the summer DLC being revealed by Rockstar today. We're going to have our very own bail enforcement and bounty hunting business within the summer update. To quote Rockstar, this summer it's time for some high-value target practice to clean up the roving reprobates of southern San Andreas with the very own bail enforcement and bounty hunting business in the next major update for GTA Online. Meanwhile, back in town, Vincent needs help enforcing his authority without official oversight. Get behind the wheel of your souped-up cruiser and conduct a range of off-the-books enforcement activities around Los Santos. Plus, utilize new tools and props to create high-octane custom drift and drag races in the creator, and much more later this month. Which means that I really hope that they're not going to release it around the same time that the Elden Ring DLC comes out, because I really want to play that. For what I can tell, the bounty hunting business and helping Vincent are going to be two separate things, and for what I can tell also from the fact that say get behind the wheel of your souped-up cruiser is that those cruisers and police vehicles that we got in the Chop Shop DLC will now be utilized to go as far as potentially doing vigilante missions like we had in the older GTAs. So that could potentially be very cool. That's probably going to be its own free mode activity, which is nice to see. A new bounty hunting business will obviously also be very welcome too, because, you know, businesses generally have like some more replay value and some more stuff to go for, and I wouldn't be surprised if both of these will have some more career challenges to go for as well, which is never a bad thing. Rockstar also mentions that there will be some payout increases as well to taxi work, open wheel races, Operation Paper Trail missions, as well as many other contact missions. Now, when you say more money for taxi work, this very much could mean that we're getting $200 instead of $100. There needs to be a significant increase to taxi work if this is going to be something that people are going to be doing solely for the sake of payouts. Open wheel races in particular is interesting considering how expensive these vehicles are. And yeah, again, a significant increase in payout will be necessary for people to even want to go and buy these vehicles, considering that most of them are at the very least $3 million. And there's also only 4. There's definitely a lot more necessary than just payouts to make these races more interesting, but that's a discussion for another time. Also, a bunch of upgrades coming to the creator for those folks who like making their very own races. Rockstar obviously making more of a push to get more people involved with the creator, so community series can have more than just a straight line race, which is kind of ironic considering the fact that they're adding drag races. Testing races apparently is becoming easier. You can now launch tests from any chosen checkpoint instead of just having to do the entire thing. You can also do multiple rounds of your drag race before a winner is declared, so you know, drag races custom made should make for some very interesting things, as well as the drift races themselves too should make for some cool stuff coming soon to your local content creator. Personally, I was a big fan to see what the community makes out of this stuff, considering that Rockstar stuff typically is pretty casual and pretty basic, but when they launch something like random all races, the community get their hands on it and make some very cool stuff. And finally, Rockstar is making some changes to the sale mission timer, making it easier for solo players when you're doing the biker and bunker businesses. You'll have some more time to do these missions, which is nice, especially if you have to drive those slow vehicles, and especially some of the more Dune FOV type missions definitely could use with a time increase for those solo players that like to sell in invite-only sessions. Snacks will automatically be replenished when you're hosting most of the missions, which is also nice, because if you're someone like myself, I tend to kind of forget about re-upping snacks, so that happening automatically will make life a little bit easier. Nice quality of life change, as well as buffing the defensive and armor capabilities of the Sparrow, Bambushka, and more, which should be interesting considering the Bambushka especially could be a bit of a flying fortress when done correctly. I know the Bambushka especially is something that the goofy guy from Ohio will be particularly happy about, but we shall see when it does get released. But aside from that, that is all that we have about the summer DLC for now. Of course, within the next couple of weeks, I'm sure Rockstar will release more and start teasing a bit more, and probably also detail the quality of life changes that they've teased within this article here. Until then, stay tuned to the channel for more information about the upcoming DLC. Leave a like if you enjoyed and become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, Notorious Jam, Dan, and the Crossonics, and I'll see you all later.